In this video, you are going to learn how Nofap can make you more confident. Now, I have to admit that there was a time in my life that I was skeptical. Not of Nofap in general. I've always believed that quitting porn is an amazing thing that you can do. But whenever people started talking about things like Nofap giving you superpowers, I just thought, nah. I couldn't understand how Nofap could make you more confident, and I thought it was either just an exaggerated claim or maybe a placebo effect that people were experiencing. But at the same time, I did notice that whenever I did Nofap myself, that I did actually become a lot more confident. And whenever I fell back into my old habits and I went on this big relapse binge, my confidence was nowhere to be found again. And so over the years, I learned a lot of things and I did a lot of thinking about why this could be. And I eventually came to the undeniable conclusion that Nofap does indeed make you more confident. And I'm going to spend this video explaining to you how it works. Number one, confidence is a reflection of who we truly are. Some people will try to tell you that Nofap is a placebo effect. They will say things like, well, when you relapse, you just feel bad because you saw some Nofap gurus telling you that it's bad, and therefore you think that you are supposed to feel bad, and then you feel bad, but really it's all just in your head, and it's all just a placebo effect. Okay, let me explain why this is such bullshit. Fapping to porn actually is bad for you. It can numb the hell out of your dopamine system, it can mess up your sexuality and give you fetishes and erection problems, etc. And so when you keep doing something that is undeniably bad for you, you are obviously going to feel bad about it, and it's going to affect your confidence. I'm going to say something that is kind of controversial, but it's the harsh truth. Most people that feel like a loser in life actually are a loser. The reason why they feel like a loser is because they can constantly see themselves living the lifestyle of a loser. They see themselves doing the bad habits, not having the discipline to stick to their goals, neglecting themselves, not having the courage to break their comfort bubble and talk to girls. And because of this, they feel like a loser and they have no confidence. I have personally lived this myself. I've had a large phase in my life where I felt like a loser and I had no confidence. And the harsh truth is that I kind of was a loser. I had no job. All that I did was play video games, smoke weed, jerk my dick to porn, have bad habits, and come up with excuses why I wasn't improving my life. But guess what happened when I actually did start to make changes in my lifestyle? I got a job, I started to take care of myself, I started to break my comfort bubble, and I stopped making up excuses. I no longer felt like a loser, and my confidence was at an all-time high. Confidence is a reflection of who you truly are. Fapping to porn all the time is not a small bad habit that you have in your life, but it's a huge one. And so obviously, if you quit doing it, you are going to get a massive boost in confidence and you are going to feel on top of the world. Not because it's a placebo effect, but because you actually made lifestyle changes and became a better version of yourself. Number two, sexual energy. For literally thousands of years have our ancestors known about the power of sexual energy. You can read about this stuff in books that are 100 years old or religions that are thousands of years old. Sexual energy equals life energy. This is the stuff that makes us go to war, build empires, and want to be the best version of ourselves. I have personally always noticed that the men that are the highest performers in life tend to also be the men that have the highest sex drives. When I got a new sales job, the best, most ambitious salesman at that office was also the guy that kept talking about girls and sex the most. The guys that are the most passionate about going to the gym, always guys with an insanely high sex drive. Sexual energy is a power that we have inside of us that drives us to get out and get shit done and conquer the world. When I was in this phase of my life where I watched a lot of porn and I felt like a loser, I had no confidence at all. And I kept thinking negative thoughts like, oh man, I'm too afraid to talk to girls. I am not sure if I am the type of person who could ever do such a thing, because it's so intimidating. And I don't even know what to say. What if I get rejected? I'm not sure if I could ever handle such a thing. But when I quit porn, it was as if there suddenly was this energy inside of me that just made me do it anyway. The fear was still there, the fear was never gone, and sometimes I would stand in front of a girl with the nerves taking over my body, my hands shaking, my knees literally trembling. But there was this something inside of me, this instinct that just told me, fuck it. It doesn't matter how afraid you are, you need to get shit done, you need to talk to this girl right now. And that energy actually made me push through my fears, break my comfort bubble, and actually talk to the girl. There's a famous quote from the Game of Thrones books where Bran asks his father, "Can a man be brave if he is afraid?" And then Ned replies by saying, "That is the only time that a man can be brave." Fear has always existed and fear will always continue to exist. Our ancestors have always been afraid of things. They were afraid to go to war. They were afraid to go on a mammoth hunt. They were afraid to talk to girls just like we are. Our own grandfathers were probably afraid to talk to our grandmothers. But our ancestors have always also had an energy inside of them that just made them do it anyway and push through their fears. And it is exactly that power that our modern generation has lost, because instead of saving up this power and harnessing that energy, we keep busting away that energy into a tissue while we are watching dirty videos all the time. And so when you stop doing that, when you stop wasting away your energy all the time, and you manage to save it up and use it towards something constructive, you will see that you will get an amazing boost in confidence and the ability to just do things regardless of how afraid you are. If you need a little more help quitting porn, check out the free mini course in the description of this video.